Hey folks, it's Andy. Thanks for popping in to join me. Right, going to take a quick look and listen to one of the things that I think we guitar players probably obsess about more than virtually anything, possibly except strings, and that's these things, plectrums, picks if you like. I have read, heard, been told by so many people that the choice that we make about what picks we use is so ultra important because it has a fundamentally huge effect on the sound that we get. And I found that when I was playing live or when I was in a loud rehearsal with a band where the amps were turned up to the point where they were overwhelming anything acoustic in the room, I really wasn't hearing very much of a difference. So one session, I went into a rehearsal and I took in some sort of medium thickness Ultex picks, so 0.73mm, thin clicky picks. And I took in some Dunlop big stubby 3mm, so, pretty much opposite ends of the spectrum of the plectrum. And when I played them, the rest of the guys in the band couldn't actually hear any difference when it was up and cranking. So that's playing a fairly dirty sound, but it got me thinking. I tried the same thing at home on an acoustic guitar, and the difference was absolutely enormous. You'd have to be a deaf man on horseback not to be able to hear that difference. But it got me thinking, what if I took a guitar and DI'd it so that there is no acoustic element to the recording whatsoever, and then recorded it both clean, so ultra squeaky clean, just the DI, and then with an amp sim on it, and then also at the same time recorded with a microphone so that I could fade in, just blend in a little bit of the acoustic sound which we tend to get. Because I was wondering, when I sit there playing my guitar, I'm hearing what is coming out of my amp, but when I'm practicing most of the time, I've got the amp turned really low, and I'm also hearing and feeling the effect of the pick on the string. So let's just see if we can remove that from the equation, see how much difference it makes. So let's jump over. I've got some recordings. Have a listen, make up your own mind. This is the sound of the DI with a guitar sim on it. Right, these are the straight DI sounds. Right, this is the DI with the amp sim, and I've just blended in a little bit of the microphone just to get some of the acoustic sound of the actual pick hitting the strings. Okay, so hopefully the audio has survived the YouTube compression okay, and you can actually hear how much of a difference there is or isn't in there, and whether what you hear sort of screams at you, yes, Andy, it makes an enormous difference, or no, I couldn't hear a thing different in there. That's your decision. Please stick a comment down below. I would love to know what you all think about it. But I think the conclusion that I came to is that if there is a difference being made, it's a lot less than I'm constantly being told it makes, which is kind of liberating in a way, because it means that you can make your decision about what picks you use based on the factor of what actually feels good in your hand, you know, what you feel you play well with. Quick point I will make about it is that this is my Desert Island pick. It's a Dunlop Jazz 3, and it's the Eric Johnson edition of that. So that is the pick that I've eventually settled on as being the one that just feels good in my hand, that I feel I play nicely with. And I wonder if there is an element of trying to make everything else sound like this. So you don't always get this part of it in the recordings, but there's the odd bit where I'm fairly certain that I will hit a string with something like this. So this is a gravity pick. It's pointy, it's sharp, it's got the master finish edges on it, which tend to grasp the string, get lots of harmonic excitement, which you can really hear when you're in the room. But I sometimes find myself changing. I can feel my fingers changing the way I'm holding the pick and softening the sound of it off, which I'm fairly certain is done subconsciously to bring it back to the sound that I'm used to hearing from here. So there may be an element of that. You may actually go out, grab a bag of different picks, try them out and think, this makes an absolutely enormous difference. And then as you chop and change around them, you find that they end up sounding the same. Or it could be that your ears just get used to it or get tired and you stop hearing it. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you on that one. I'm going to do another video. I have been through bucket loads of picks in my guitar playing career, and I'm just going to go through some of the things that I found. I got really curious, despite the fact that I love these things so much. I just couldn't resist getting some V picks and some gravity picks, and trying some thin picks and some thick picks and Tortex and Gator grips and all sorts of stuff like that. Rather than make recordings with lots of them and say, can you hear a difference? What I'll maybe do is have a chat through some of the decisions that went into landing me on these things. So that's for next time. Hope you're all well. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.